Welcome dear students to template 40 of the Bridge course, Standard 7 Subject English. Learning outcome of this course is the students present the main points or outline of a passage, story, etc. There are some instructions for teachers, parents and facilitators. So we will read it out. Encourage the students to understand the story. Explain the story to the students in short. Motivate them to make meaningful sentences. Enable the students to learn and find out meanings of words given in brackets and enable students to prepare meaningful story. So students, here focus is given on passage and story. Understanding, making meaningful sentences, okay, and preparing meaningful story. The learning activity, with the help of the given outlines, develop readable stories. Now, there are some points given below. We have to create a readable story. Old peasant, all his sons lazy. Peasant dying, calling all his sons, told them of a treasure hidden in the fields. To find it, they must dig for it. Then died. Sons dug every bit. No treasure showed the dash dash. Corn a very fine crop dash. Sons learned the lesson what. So these are all the points. It's a very famous story. Now we will see the solved activity. The hidden treasure. A peasant had several sons, but they were all lazy and did not help him in the farm. One day the peasant became ill. He knew he was dying. Soon he called all his sons together and said to them, "A treasure lies hidden in my fields, but to find it you shall have to dig hard for it." The peasant died. At once his son went to the fields and dug every bit of the dry land, but they found no treasure. They were very sad. Soon the rain fell, and as the earth has been well dug, they sowed the corn. There was a very fine crop that year. The sons now learnt what their father meant by treasure. The treasure could be got only by hard work. So students, it's a very nice story, and with the help of the points, see how the story is framed or developed in a readable form. Okay. Now the next activity, developing a story. Some points are given below to develop the story of Gautam Buddha. The points are given in jumbled order. We have to arrange it into proper sequence and develop into a complete story. Add a suitable title. Okay. So, met an old man, a dead man and an ill man lying on the road. Prince Siddharth became Gautam Buddha, living in a palace. Complete change in life. Understood their worries, going out of the palace with ministers, happy life with his wife and son, gave the world the message of peace and service, left the palace. Okay, so we have to develop the story. Let us start. Gautam Buddha. Long ago, Prince Siddharth lived happily in a palace with his wife and son. Once he went out of the palace with his ministers. He met an ill man, old man, and a dying man on the road. He came to know and understood their worries. After that, his life completely changed. He left the palace and was known to be Gautam Buddha, who gave the world the message of peace and service. Okay, so in this way, we can create a story. And we have also given a suitable title, Gautam Buddha. Write it in your notebook. Students, this picture also reveals the story. This is Prince Siddharth who goes out of the palace with his ministers. Then he sees an old man, a sick man and a dying man. How does his life change? And he becomes Gautam Buddha. Okay, so with the help of the picture also you can create a story. So write this story in your notebook and try to read it. So with the help of the points, you can create a story. Now we are seeing the next activity. Students, for practice, write a story of about 90 words. Use the following outlines and give your story a title. Like a young deer has beautiful horns, sees his image in the water, admires his attractive horns, is said to see his thin legs, hears the horn of a hunter, tries to run away fast. His legs help him, his horns get entangled in some thorny bushes, dies. So, in this way, we can create a story. The story of Gautam Buddha is given below. As we have created the same story but in a prolonged, detailed manner. So, students, read this story and then try to write it in your notebook. For evaluation, tell the moral of the story in your mother tongue. So, what will you write in the moral? So, you can write that we should always be kind to others, we should know, understand others' sufferings, pain, and we should always preach peace and non-violence to the people. So this was the moral of the story. So this was the end of the activity. Evaluation, students, you should tell the moral of the story in your mother tongue. So what did you learn today? You learned how to write a story with the help of points and also give a suitable title. Thank you very much.